I'm out in the garden shed, uh, smoking some Condor Ready Rub. Green container. A gift from Alan George, who recently visited my friends Tom and Ed. And sadly, I was out of town working a fire, and I didn't get to see him. Dang it. But he brought this from the UK. Nottingham. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate it very much. I was reading up on this stuff online, some tobacco review sites. And you should do it. It'll scare the pants off you. It's like, oh, it made me so sick I couldn't think. You know, it's so full of nicotine I was dizzy and throwing up. You know, it's like, whoa. I wouldn't say that. Of course, I'm sitting down. Maybe if I was standing up. But what do they say here? On the Condor package. It's funny. Break the seal gently for that Condor moment. And there were some pithy comments about that online. But you know, it's not as soapy as I remember. It just had a mildewy bar soap kind of pouch note, as I remember. And sadly, there's nobody here except maybe a mouse. I don't know. Are you there? I don't hear any rustling. To tell me about the room note, because I'm curious. When John and Dave were visiting last year before, they had brought some and were smoking, and the room note was just like, wow. It was soapy, soap-like bar soap kind of a smell, perfumey, flowery. Somebody mentioned lavender. I tried to see what exactly was in here, and one listing was that it's Virginia with a variety of toppings, alcohol and other toppings. So who knows what it is. This is the kind of stuff you'll find at news vendors and so forth in the UK, along with San Bruno, and there are a few others. They seem to have Lakeland, seems to be the name of the topping or the quality of the room note from this style of tobacco. It's generally considered cheap over there, but somebody had written and said 25 grams, which is, you know, not very much, was €7.50 on the mainland out in the rest of Europe. So, yikes. That's spendy. Their warnings are interesting. Smoking seriously harms you and others around you. Okay. Seriously harms you. You know, I'm sure it's all the same for cigarettes too. Let's see. The risk of coronary heart disease is reduced by 50% after 1 year of smoking abstinence. Stopping smoking reduces the risk of fatal heart and lung diseases. So, not pulling any punches there. I'm smoking it in a, this is very much like a Dr. Grabo handmade, but it is not marked at all. In fact, oh, it says Italy. I hadn't seen that before. This is a pipe I got for a couple bucks somewhere. So I didn't want to trash a pipe I love, because apparently this goes pretty badly. So, well, I'll just smoke a pipe I don't really care that much about. And they were saying that it stayed lit very well. It's pretty damp, or it has a really moist feel to it. And I'm not finding that it stays lit all that well. Of course, here I am talking, and I'm not smoking the pants off it. I don't find a lot of flavor. Um, there's just sort of a mid-tenor note that runs through it. If I was smoking for the nicotine, this might be my choice. I mean, I feel a little buzz. And apparently you can get quite a buzz if you smoke it pretty hard. There's still a little soapiness. Hard to define that quality. But in the flavor. Not nearly as dramatically punishing as many of those reviews indicated. So, just doesn't have the, I don't know, the depth or the complexity that I like, really. But as something to come back to occasionally, it's fun. Especially after reading all those reviews. So Alan, thanks for bringing that with you. I appreciate it. I really do. Let me know if there's something I can send you. I'll be happy to do it. If you haven't been to the UK, it's such a fun place. I mean, it is just, for Americans, it's so easy to get around in, and yet it's got just so much history and charm, and of course we stayed out of the really big cities when we were there. I'd love to go hiking. The British seem to do walking holidays a lot. There are magazines devoted to it. I was just amazed. Like in the U.S. we have like Backpacker magazine and stuff, you know, slick, glossy advertising platforms with all kinds of trails and this and that. Well, there are multiple ones like that just for walking holidays in the UK. It's quite amazing. So it would be fun to go and do a walking holiday through Cornwall or through the Pennines or I don't know, anywhere. It'd be fun. You know, it'd all be so different. A little more expensive, of course, but yeah, it'd be fun. I don't know if you guys find like I do. The thing that's missing isn't so much the money. I mean, yeah, things cost, you know, but it's the time. Taking the time to do it. We all just work too much or whatever. Yeah, interesting. Probably not nearly as popular a room note as cherry or a vanilla, you know, something that would be more non-smoker friendly than soap, flowery soap. But it's unique. Never run into anything quite like it. So Thanks again, Alan. Appreciate it.
That's where the woodpile was. Here's where the woodpile is. And up there, beyond the motorcycle shed, is where the wood is going. So Jeff, you missed your chance. Next year. I have a lot of maple hanging out there in the woods I gotta get to too, before it rots away. So Jeff, you'll have your chance.